For 500,000 years, the species we recognize as Canis lupus, the modern wolf, have traveled through the wilds of this world. The story has ebbed and flowed, changing as the world itself changes. And yet, even with this long, resilient history, everything can change in the blink of an eye. What those changes might be, how the wolf packs we follow will adapt or fail, what the yet untold stories of wolves in the wild within and all around all of us might be, are why we are here. Even if, sometimes, even the starry skies ancestors have a surprise blink, and perhaps, just maybe, accidentally, lose their ability to hear any audio or the sound from our story, and thus must summarize before these wild stories can continue. Like the growing story of the Starfall pack, with the Song of Silver and Shattered Pines, whose recovery from being shoved from the tall cliffs above Geode Creek have become a story of bonding and resilience that led them to bravely face down the challenges of vicious cliffside cougars together, only to run full tilt into their first encounter with a rival wolf pack. As the starry skies ancestors scramble to find their places once again in the skies to watch over these wolves and their stories, we discover the first moments in which the fate of the Starfall pack and the Buffalo Plateau pack's young wolves begin to meet and tangle as these stories of the wilds continue on. And so we learn one of the consequences of having an Iron Wolf saga, as sometimes there may be a update to a window into this life, or even windows into this life, that make it so that all of the sound no longer can be heard as usual, and the next thing you know, you're here, on the side of a cliff, attempting to start a pack rally, apparently, to celebrate the fact that although you are currently having some of your territory actively invaded by rival wolves who may be coming once again for your blood, which would not be a good thing, especially if they really are trying to come for us. And even though you must now explain how you are so far away from the place that you had been at, even though you need to explain about this new den that you found, or the territory that they stole it back from us. Curse them. And you need to introduce some of the new wolves that you have gone ahead and you have battled with, as well as the fact that other wolves have died, not to mention the fact that I completely forgot about perks, or the fact that we also ended up discovering the really amazing, extremely fun, where is it hiding again? In here, oh yeah, the really fun achievements that go with hell roaring. This is where we find ourselves right now. I also need to tell you all that we have recovered from some of our major and minor injuries ourselves, but our mate actually has a major injury in his leg. We're starting to get a little hungry. We're pretty far from any food. All of the food that we currently have hunted is now gone, and it seems like we might have invading wolves coming towards us, just as we have discovered the scent of a potential new den site that I think we may have found this one. I'm trying to remember. Yes, I think we found this one. And there's a wolverine nearby, which is also very exciting. We hadn't found this one yet. Oh, I wonder if we're able to go ahead and sleep, or if we need to go and have a fight with the wolves who are apparently invading our territory. Even though, to be honest, we're kind of invading theirs, if you notice. But we are at a whole new den site now. Oh, that's so exciting. I wish so badly that all of you had been with us for all of the adventures we had leading up to this point, because it has been so amazing to watch as Silver and Pines actually end up really becoming a lot closer. They have really bonded. He has proven himself amazing at defending her. He's been catching us a bunch of rabbits to see if, he can provide us with some food. In fact, I think I can smell some rabbits nearby, a snowshoe hare nearby. So I think what we're gonna do is we'll kind of wiggle up here. I'm pretty sure is there another abandoned den like right over here? And there's a wolverine that passed by recently, but I smell and potentially might even see 55 minutes ago. Oh, the tracks for this rabbit are all over the place. Oh, I'm really worried about our mate too, because I'm worried. Here, can we find some food real fast? What about, okay, I don't like smelling another cougar. 20 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Wait, 15 minutes ago. All right, so I think there was a snowshoe hare zigzagging, trying to follow its zigzags. Is it going this way? No, that's like an hour ago. Can I see it running around by chance? Near the territory that we're trying to claim? No? Okay, well, I think what we're gonna do is for now, if we can, let's see if we can get some sleep here. And I will continue. Yay! Our minor injury has healed. I just hope we're able to take good care of Pines. And I can only say, yes! Okay, his minor injury has healed. Oh, that's so wonderful. Also, since we have last been together and before the the windows of the Starry Skies. What do you mean? Female Horse Creek dispersal was just here 20 minutes ago. But I will absolutely take a carcass. And I will also, there's apparently like was that a bull elk carcass? We're gonna have to figure that out. The snow has actually gotten a lot lighter. Let's go ahead and let Pines have this hare. But welcome back, everyone, to what has actually begun to gain so much excitement and energy as an amazing adventure of the Starfall pack. I hope the little summary helped kind of highlight a few of the amazing things that have been going on with these two, but Pines and Silver have been doing an amazing job of exploring everywhere together, of trying to establish a little bit of territory, and it has actually become a struggle between ourselves and the Buffalo Plateau pack, who you guys have started to see just a little of, but the 3 wolves we got into a huge fight with that was only broken up once again with the blessings of the bison that actually stepped in and got between all of us, which is absolutely becoming a theme in these guys' lives, was the 3 possibly youngest members of the Buffalo Plateau pack. So it's kind of like, yes, we fought off 3 other wolves to try to like claim the edge of some of their territory because we were just so desperate to find anywhere that seemed like it would have a decent den for our future pups. And I unfortunately, you as the other Starry Skies ancestors also missed out on us discussing how this has been such an exciting sense of growth, because it was getting shoved off of that cliff just as Silver was really adjusting and looking around and thinking, oh, this is really awesome. That has awoken a sense of, if not territorial aggression, a sense of wanting to have her turn in a place that feels like she's flourishing there. And she had been enjoying those cliffs. To just get shoved off of them like that, quite rude. Quite rude indeed. However, in a twist of karmic Starry Skies wolf-like drama, if you would take a little peek over at the dispersals, you can see that actually Obsidian Avalanche, one of the 2 benchmark dispersal females, older females, who shoved us off of the cliff, actually is dead. Dead. We have no way of knowing that for sure, except perhaps catching some of the scent on the scent, like the wind, or we could even go ahead and add a little bit of the elbow grease of imagination and say that perhaps like the howling between the wolves kind of has a little bit of information tucked into it of like of drama or death or just some sense of how things have possibly changed. I think that would be quite a fun way to just add a little bit of a fictional flair to our adventures, just so that we could explain how we know like Obsidian Avalanche is dead, or how other wolves that we have met before have passed, or are, if they're alive, or if they have departed, which actually 2 of the females that we ran into and didn't even have a chance, I think that's the Bitterroot females, we didn't even have a chance to properly come up with a name, and I really wanted to use your guys' name suggestions, but as we come back together with the windows having been shattered and then the sound having been lost between us so we could not hear one another. In other words, Windows Update that totally worked up my sound system and I didn't notice until we were almost 3 episodes in. With the save file that you can't reload because it's Iron Wolf. So you just have to roll with it. Who knows? Perhaps the cruel fate of Windows or guinea pigs or anything else that could cause those kinds of issues that normally you don't ever get to see because I take care of them behind the scenes. We'll make that happen again with such an Iron Wolf experience. But that just adds to the drama, doesn't it? But I do like adding that little fictional like perk of saying perhaps we get an update on their information based off of the howling that's going around, which is a little bit embarrassing on some level. Maybe not. But also, you know, the Buffalo Plateau Pack does have a pretty strong foothold here, so maybe embarrassing after all. Because yes, we fought off 3 wolves. Yes, they were from the Buffalo Plateau Pack, right around what at the time, in our defense, was unclaimed territory when we got there. At least the first couple hexes were. We did fight 3 against 2 with a buffalo breaking up the fight. Just the ones we fought were a 2-year-old subordinate who's our age, and then her younger siblings, her younger brothers, one of whom is a pup that we almost killed just in self-defense, and I had such mixed feelings about that, to say the least. But we ended up naming the elder female, the older sister of the Buffalo Plateau trio who attacked us, Ashtooth. And then her brother's temporary names are First of Battle and Second of Shadows, as the pup often would hide in the shadows and leap out at us. And the yearling male was actually the one leading the fight the whole time. And I find it very ironic that a buffalo broke up the fight between all 5 of the wolves, chasing the other wolves away, and at one point Pines, which had me very much yelling, perhaps all of your eardrums were saved by that, not being able to share that with you. But we did manage to go ahead and survive, but I need some we need to survey these wolves, and we need to really understand what their names are, as these names may evolve over time. And First of Battle and Second of Shadows sounds like something that would make their older sister Ashtooth like smack her head into a pine tree, wondering why her younger brothers have to give themselves such silly titles. So that's kind of where we're at, as well as, let's see, a bull elk carcass absolutely would have our attention. Even if it does come with the risk, let's see, coyote and of stranger wolves. It just says stranger wolves of the Buffalo Plateau Pack. So did they do a hunt over here? Because we want to be careful. We don't want to get into a big fight. But if we could sneak a little bit of food off of a whole carcass, and if we could potentially find some spots where we could weaken the other wolves. Was that them, or was that the... All right, it looks like there are some deer up ahead, and the other wolves are over there. Are they gonna eat the whole carcass before we can get to it? I hope not. And what's this scent that we keep running into? Oh, an antler, just one of those antlers that come up. All right, well, we wanna be really careful not to pick too much of a fight, especially being in their territory. But I think the lure of food and that feeling of being a bit possessive. Whoop. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get moving, let's get moving. But maybe we can loop around All right, come on. Come on, Pines. Maybe we'll be able to find... why do we have to be so deep in their territory? It's because I saw them coming. I really want to go back up for the carcass. There's their scent mark. Did they think... Okay, they're still chasing us. Come on, Pines. Pines took a major injury, so I don't want to risk him having to fight if he doesn't have to. But we probably need to find another... This is going to sound ridiculous, but another buffalo herd. Or maybe the stranger females. If we could drag these wolves to the stranger females, I can see that Silver and Pines might actually start becoming the type of wolves who will be aware of the living ecosystem. Can I stop long enough to pee on this? Nope. All right, come on, come on. There's some coyotes. Where's the cougar when you need it? All right, and then these guys are trying to invade our territory now. But one of the main killers of wolves, top killer, humans. But the second top happens to be other wolves. Are they coming into our territory after all? Oh man, we might have to give them a little bit of a bite. Okay, we might have to give them... They don't want to fight just yet. Who do we have here? Okay, yeah, don't want them to... Gosh darn it! Is this the same group? It's the same group as before! Dang it! So it's the pup of the same group from before. Oh man, okay. Okay, if that... I think at least... I mean, is it the same group from before, or is this a whole new group of known wolves? Whoops! Get off of Pine! Because these guys have some injuries on them. Okay, this is a female. Get off of Pine. Okay. We might need to go for the weakest member of their pack in order to get them to back off. Oh man. Because I need them to get away from Pine. Oh man, I need them to get away from me. Come on. Come on. If we can get him really good, I'm hoping. Okay, he turned that around on us. A minor injury. I need him not to... Okay, Pines? We might have to run for this. But I just really... They're hungry, and I was hoping we would be able to sneak past them to get the carcass, and I don't think that's going to happen. And now I'm actually extremely concerned about... Oh, and Pine was trying to save us! That's it! Come on, you guys. Come on. Pine, keep moving. You have a injury. We're gonna keep moving for just a moment. Let's catch our breath for just a moment. That's right. This way. We're gonna keep an eye on them. So, have we run into those wolves before? Should we continue? We haven't! The pack leader and 2 of her pups? That's who came and attacked us? Oh man, right on this moonlit night, and she's, oh man, she's so much bigger than us, and she's so much older and probably more experienced, and like that means that we have attacked. She's got 3 pups, almost of age, that big, but they were also already quite weakened, possibly from their fight to go ahead and hunt the like bull elk that... Can I go back for that carcass now? They're heading deeper into our territory. Should we turn around? Should we attack one of them? Should we see if we can make it to the food? Or should we go ahead and make sure that they can't take this bit of territory from us? What should we do for Pines? How are we doing with our own health? Oh boy, this is... This is some of the first big decisions as we face down with the pack leader of one of the biggest, I think, actually, let me double check. Okay, she's actually possibly second biggest or in place for second. Like tying in place for second or third. We're definitely the smallest of the packs right now. But she's the pack leader, the rival pack leader, whose territory we're kind of trying to move in on. Is now the moment to risk making a big stand? Or is now the moment to go ahead and see if there's greener pastures with other carcasses waiting for us? Oh boy.